Item number 13, Public Employees Union Local Number 1 Memorandum of Understanding. Natalie Springer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. Tonight I am pleased to be presenting you the Local 1 Memorandum of Understanding. I'd like to give you a little background here first. The Local 1 MOU amendment expired over a year ago, even though the first round of negotiations began in early 2014. During this first round of negotiations, Local 1 and the city's positions were fundamentally different with respect to economic issues and the state of the city's budget. The city proceeded through mediation and fact-finding without resolution, and as a result, the city imposed its last and best and final offer on May 19th. The terms of imposition included the employees paying the entire employee contribution, elimination of half the furlough, capping of the health care, elimination of Me Too clause, and a no layoff provision. After imposition, it was important to the city to get back to the negotiations table with Local 1. Negotiations resumed on August 14th. After less than 2 months of negotiating, Local 1 and the city were able to come to terms on the agreement and signed a tentative agreement on October 7th. Local 1 ratified the tentative agreement on October 13th. The Local 1 MOU terms include it expires June 30th, 2016, a 2% flat raise salary adjustment, eliminates the 5% of the furlough program, includes a one-time distribution of $1,500. There is an FLSA provision that was in exchange for 2 floating holidays. It transitioned in employees paying 20% of the medical premium, meet and confer over policies during the term of the agreement, and also has some plant operator 12-hour shift schedule language that we have negotiated on. In addition to these terms, there are several other items that remain in effect that was a result of the imposition. This includes employees are paying their entire member contribution still, and that the Me Too and layoff protections are both gone as well.
Ms. Springer, if you go back to the previous slide.
Yes, sir.
Just to clarify, the agreement expiration, should that read June 30th of 2017?
17, yes. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Didn't catch that. Reviewed this a few times too. Thank you. There is a fiscal impact, as you can see from this slide. And then at this time, I would ask council to approve or request council approve the resolution for the Local 1 MOU and approve the needed supplemental appropriation as well. So at this point, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, other questions of staff?
Comments, just or not questions, but just comments to all of our Yuba City employees. Just want to thank them for everything that they do for our wonderful city and everything they do to serve the citizens of our fine community.
Yes.
Just a very short comment. This closes a serious gap that had occurred, and certainly appreciate the representation of Local 1 continuing to stick with it, to come back and work on a 2-year agreement to be able to provide for the employees. Nothing was harder than voting to impose a contract on this work group, and certainly very pleased with the outcome of a 2-year contract.
All right, and also I'd just like to clarify: it's a 2-year contract. Does that expire in 2017 or 2018?
It would be 2017.
Okay.
And Mr. Mayor, one other thing, and you might have noticed, well, we do have a lot of people in the audience this evening, but I don't want to overlook the fact that we do have the president of Local 1, Dave Collender, with us. And so I know when you extend thanks, you're extending it to Dave and the Local 1 group. So thank you, Dave.
Yes.
Through the mayor.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to thank Dave and the rest of the employees for actually seeing that this is the best that the city could do at this time, and that we are really trying to accommodate the needs and the fact that there have been losses or no gains over the period of time. But we were working very hard to recognize you and do what we can. Thank you.
And I'd also like to just say thank you to our employees, and I'm glad we've finally come to this day. And it is not a pleasure for any of us to impose contracts, and I was thankful that Local One came back to the table to get us to where we are today, to where we should have been. And so thank you for that. And at this point, I will entertain a motion.
Sure, to the mayor. Go ahead.
Turn on my mic.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to move forward.
All right, have a motion
I'll second that motion.
and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right.